San Antonio sees major improvement in its public health policies, with special recognition for high-quality education and tobacco ordinances. Despite a push for safety and awareness, motorcycle crashes continue in San Antonio. And employers no longer draw the line on criminal backgrounds. I'm Chance Dorland with your Express Briefing for Tuesday, May 29th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. And get each day's top news and sports headlines delivered to your inbox at expressnews.com/newsletters. An annual national ranking says San Antonio has seen major improvement in its public health policies, with special recognition for the city's high-quality pre-kindergarten education and tobacco ordinances. Nonprofit advocacy group City Health ranks San Antonio an overall silver medal in its evaluation of public health policies for the nation's 40 most populous cities. That's a large improvement over last year, the first year City Health put out its report, when San Antonio did not receive any medal. City Health President Shelley Hearn says San Antonio is the only city to see such drastic positive change, noting that a lot of cities are now paying attention to what has taken place in the metro area. In January, San Antonio became the first Texas city to move to 21 or older tobacco sales, and Pre-K4SA, a full-day early education program open to applicants citywide, has received national attention as a model for quality and teacher training. Despite campaigns urging motorists to be aware of motorcyclists, intersections remain the most dangerous place for bikers. Southwest motorcycle training owner Marshall Muntz says the left-turning driver is usually as they're not trained to look for motorcyclists. And that may have been the case for an accident last week at Loop 1604 and Blanco Road. Neither driver was intoxicated, and police are not filing any charges in the case. That's the type of accident that Texas Department of Public Safety officials are urging drivers and motorcyclists to avoid by using the phrase, "share the road, look twice for motorcycles," as part of the state's efforts during National Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month that ends this week. The Texas Department of Public Safety warns both automobile drivers and motorcyclists to always signal before changing lanes or merging with traffic, and to allow more following distance so the motorcyclist has enough time to maneuver or stop in an emergency. Although the motorcyclist was not seriously injured in Wednesday's accident, 12 people have died in 255 crashes so far this year in Bexar County, with the county last year seeing 16 motorcyclists killed and 97 injured in 597 crashes. And when Bexar County Commissioner Tommy Calvert championed a second chance job fair at the AT&T Center in 2015, he didn't expect some 1,800 previously incarcerated job seekers to walk through the doors. That was during the first few months of his first term, and one of his goals was to double the number of businesses willing to consider a pool of candidates often ruled out from the first glance at their job application. Calvert now says that figure has doubled to more than 800 employers, and many who attended the 2015 job fair are still working for the companies who hired them. At that time, the AT&T Center itself was in the midst of a more than $110 million plus renovation, with contractors and subcontractors desperate for labor, and about 40% of workers were either from the beleaguered East Side neighborhood, previously incarcerated, or both. Now, 3 years later, job prospects for those with criminal records may be better than ever, with a recent survey commissioned by the Society for Human Resource Management and the Charles Koch Institute finding that just 14% of human resources professionals are unwilling to hire candidates with criminal records. And of those who were hesitant, concerns were around liability, regulations, and coworker and customer reactions, not whether they felt candidates had what it took to perform well on the job. However, while willingness to hire people with criminal records is high, The survey found few companies reported actively recruiting such workers. And that's your daily San Antonio Express News briefing for Tuesday, May 29th. Subscribe to this and other free content at expressnews.com/podcasts. I'm Chance Dorland.